Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Heather. We're a fun, fabulous sewing channel, and I wanted to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, a happy Black Friday, happy Small Business Saturday, happy Cyber Monday, happy all the things. If you are a channel member here, you are seeing this on Thanksgiving. There are now 20 of you guys, which is just incredible to me. I wanted to make sure that you guys got this video first and had the first opportunity to grab the free pattern and also grab some of the products if you are interested, as a thank you from me to you for being here as a channel member. It's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Everybody else, you're seeing this for the first time on Black Friday. Happy shopping day. I know Black Friday is a lot different than it used to be. I'm doing most of my Black Friday shopping online. I will also tell you that I have tons of things in my cart for Small Business Saturday from small businesses on Etsy, which is the platform that I sell on. So we're just celebrating all around. I thought it would be great to celebrate Black Friday and say thank you for being here, for watching the channel, for interacting, for all the things by giving you a free pattern to download today and whenever it is that you watch this video. So we have what I'm calling Mini Mayhem Stockings, and it is free in the description box. It's just a Google Doc, so you can go ahead and click on it and you can have it and do whatever you'd like with it. But it's going to make it so that you can make yourself a mini stocking. That's so cute. You guys, I am such a fan of stockings. Like, there is nothing that I enjoy more than seeing full stockings on Christmas. And I know a lot of us will have parties and get-togethers and all of those really fun things. And I think mini stockings are just the best way to thank guests for coming or to use as decorations. And I'm just like, I'm here for it. Christmas trees and stockings, like, that's, those are my things. That's my jams. So you're going to be able to get this pattern for this little mini stocking for free so that you can make a whole bunch of them as well, because that's what I'm doing, making a whole bunch of them. For Black Friday, I do have a big sale going on, and I am listing stuffed mini mystery stockings on my website. There'll be a limited quantity, and you'll be able to choose kind of like the theme of what you want stuffed inside of your mini stocking. I thought this would be a really cute way to celebrate Black Friday, to offer a little special, and to share some of the joy that stockings bring to me by stuffing some stockings for you all. So the link to buy those will also be in the description box. And like I said, those will be limited quantity. So once they're gone, they're gone. I won't be bringing them back. They are just a special for the day, hopefully, unless some manage to stick around on the site after that. But so that will be linked in the description box below as well. These are a fast, beginner-friendly, quick sew, and if you are new to sewing and you really want to make something handmade for somebody, this is a great thing to make, and then you can stuff the stocking, and when they open it, you can tell them that you made it, and it's kind of, that's my favorite part of making things, is watching how excited people get to open something that you've made them, and then to watch them use it. It's all kind of amazing. All right, so let's head on over to the machine and quickly sew up one of our little mini Mayhem stockings. All right, you guys, we are at the machine, which as always is a Juki TL2010Q. We are using Tex 35 weight thread in white in the top and in the bobbin. This is from Waywack. We have a Microtex 9014 needle in, which we probably don't need because we're using cotton fabric, but that's okay. And then we have our typical tank foot for high shank machines. Numbers on the side are KT141 if you are looking for one for yourself. And it's basically a walking foot without the bulk for this machine. All right, so let's take a look at our mini Mayhem stocking. So this is the free pattern. I know it looks like a shark bit it in a couple of spots, but you know what? That's okay. We're just going to act like it's a straight line. Don't forget that everything that I can link, including this little free mini stocking, is going to be in the description box below this video, so make sure you open that. We have 2 interior pieces, just white, and then we've got 2 exterior pieces. And if you are cutting pieces that don't have anything on them, like there's no front or back to this plain white cotton, so it doesn't matter, but anything with a design, when you cut your pattern pieces, your exteriors, whatever it is, you're going to want to mirror your cuts so that when you put them together, they match. If you were to not mirror, it's not going to work. And then we're going to make a tab. You could use double fold bias tape here, which I've done many times to sort of make the hanger. But we had some extra fabric from the center, basically. We took our, right? And I just had this little piece from the middle, so that's what we're going to use. This is 3.5 inches wide by 4 inches long, and we are going to start with this piece. We're basically just going to find ourselves the center here. And then we're going to bring in our long ends to that center and fold over one more time. And then we're just going to stitch down both sides. And you could make a smaller little loop if you want, you know, whatever works for you. And I'm just stitching about 1/8 of an inch away from the side. We'll just cut away our extra threads here. And then before we stitch anything together, I'm just going to kind of figure out where we want this to go. Do we want it to hang from the top? Oh, you know, you never really know, right? You don't know. I think from the side, I like a little crooked hang. So we want it to be like up here, right? When it comes off our stocking. So we're going to take our open ends. We're going to angle those up and away. And then our like hook here is inside of facing the interior. Okay, and we're just going to base this down and then it'll plop up. You know what I mean? It'll go where we want it after. All right, I'm just going to base this on. And I'm just eyeballing where to put it. I'll grab the my Omni Grid in a second and measure for you. Okay, so we went about 3/4 of an inch down from the top. And what I mean is, like, when it goes to hang, oh, we did it opposite. Oh no, this always happens. That's okay though. We'll just unpick. Okay, so don't listen to anything I said in the last minute. Let's talk about this fabric here for a second. It's custom printed. Just like a lot of our other sort of holiday goodies that we've been making, really wanted some of these things that we were doing to be things that you could only kind of get here. So, all right, let's rethink this. There we go, you guys. All right, so don't listen to me. We're going to go about 3/4 of an inch down still. We also still have our little hook-de-doo here on the inside, and the words, we're putting it opposite of how we want it to be. All right, and then when we go to turn it, it'll hang the way we want it. All right, you do you if you have a better way. But that is okay. So we want the loop on the inside, and it's slightly angled so that it will angle up when you're all finished. All right, and then easy peasy, you guys, we're just gonna clip our pieces right sides together, and we're gonna stitch around everything except the very top, which is obviously the opening of our mini stocking. So this is a super fast sew. Okay. And we're just going to go around the sides at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And we're back stitching at the beginning and the end. You can use any seam allowance you want, honestly. A 1/4 is just my fave. All right, so a couple of things we are going to pay attention to here before we turn this out. This corner, we're just going to cut in, but not through the stitches. And then we're going to grab our peeking shears, and we're just going to go around the curves. And that will help our fabric to just lie nicely. If you don't have peeking shears, like, not a big deal. You can cut little slits into your material, whatever. And you don't even have to do that, honestly. Okay, we're gonna cut off our extra. And then we're gonna turn our little mini stocking right side out. Is it not the cutest thing? So cute. All right. Let's work on our interior here. And I'm just clipping this together the same way, but we are going to leave ourselves a turn hole here along our little foot. And that'll be the only difference, really. So we're going to stitch this together, also at a 1/4, because you want our tops to match up. So you just want to make sure that you're stitching at the same stitch length that you did of the outside. You can increase it if you want, but I don't think it's necessary on this. So we're going to get to our curve. Okay, and then I'm going to backstitch here. We're going to leave that sort of straight side open. Backstitch again, and go the rest of the way around. And you need that turn hole so that we can turn our stocking through. Okay, so we just left this straight side open there. That'll be enough. We're gonna make the same cuts as we did before and go around with our peeking shears again. Oh, they're not gonna cut. See, look at like what? We're not gonna work this time. We're not gonna work. They're like, yeah, no, we made perfect cuts in the gingerbread fabric, so we're not gonna make any cuts here. Cool, all right. And we're not going to do any sort of trimming where we left that opening for the turn hole. And we'll just, okay. That wasn't as clean, but that's okay. That's all right. All right, so we're just gonna stick our stocking inside our exterior, inside our interior. We're going to match up our side seams here. Just make sure that your hanger is out of your way. You don't want it in your stitch at the top. Just splitting that seam. Okay. And we're just going to go around the top here at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And this is, it's a mini, it's a small, so it's not going to take very long. We're just moving as we go here. Just make sure whatever you're sewing is flat in front of you, and you should be totally fine. Sometimes the smaller stuff is harder to stitch together than the bigger stuff. Right back to where we started, and then we can reach in here we're going to close our turn hole, and then we can do a little top stitch. And your material, when you sort of stick your fingers in there, should just fold over on itself. You want to make sure you close up the stocking very well so that none of your little stocking goodies get out. We're just gonna take one of our sewing pens here and just kind of work that back into the foot. Oh yeah, you guys, so cute. Okay. Now we're gonna do a little top stitch. And I'm just kind of using my fingers to make that material even at the top. All right, okay, so there we go. We're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna plop it in there. We're gonna do a nice little top stitch, hold everything in place. Just making sure that our little hanger is out of the way again. We're just going to cut off that long thread so it doesn't get into where we're sewing. And we'll do a little back stitch when we meet back up with our original stitch. Trim off your excess. We'll hit this with a little bit of heat. And there we go. There is our adorable little mini stocking. You could even do a little fold over. Look at how cute. Okay, how adorable. All right, let's head on over to the finished table and take a look. All right, you guys, we are done our little mini Mayhem stocking. And I've put some paper in the top, but you see how fast, how easy, how fun these are. They're just a great addition to your holiday sewing for sure. I obviously am making a bunch of these for you guys, but you can totally make a bunch of them too and give them out. You can use them if you have holiday fairs coming up, just like really cute gifts or items for your tables if you're doing craft fairs or festivals where you can kind of bring people in that holiday spirit. And the stocking by itself is can be a lower price point item because you don't have any hardware on here or anything like that. So definitely something to think about. Don't forget, stuffed mini Mayhem stockings are available. You can choose, and there are some unconventional choices on there, like crystals. I have a lot of crystals. I was doing in-person crystal terrarium kits a long time ago, teaching classes and courses and energy and like bringing different things together, and while also crafting. Crafting has always been something that I was really interested in even before sewing. And so I have like a big box full of crystals. And so I'm going to make that one of the options to stuff a stocking full of different crystals and crystal cards to see what kind of energy they bring and things like that. I don't know. I just thought it was fun. It's different. It's, but there'll be a few different options on there. Also, not all of the stockings will have gingerbread men. One of the themes, I think, will have something a little bit different. So it's a mystery. That's the fun of it, right? You don't really know what you're getting, but it's fun. It'll be totally worth it. Obviously, all of the items inside are going to be a much higher value than what you're purchasing your mini Mayhem mystery stocking for. It's just fun for me to stuff them, and hopefully just as fun for you to figure out what's inside of them. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you will support small business this weekend and have so much fun crafting and making handmade gifts for your family, friends, loved ones, whoever. I hope that you'll make this and download the pattern and that you love it. Make sure that you like, subscribe, interact with this video in some way. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you soon.